It's 2:20 a.m. In about 4 hours, I'm going to be arriving at the Quandary Peak trailhead for my first 14er. 14er season usually runs from about mid-June to late August. It's February 19th. Doing a 14er at any time of year is dangerous. So we decided to do it in the middle of winter. Winter summits are possible, but a little more difficult and a little more dangerous. We feel pretty good about the weather we got. We got about as perfect weather as we can ask for. Expect it to be around 0 degrees Fahrenheit with wind chill at the top. But we've been receiving some conflicting reports on how much wind and when it starts. Anywhere from 10 miles an hour to 40. And at that altitude, things change really quickly. So there's still risk, and we feel pretty prepared. We've chosen a route that's going to mitigate our avalanche danger. Making a winter summit, my first 14er, is just dumb enough for this channel. I'll see you there. All right, we got our first on-trail look at the peak back here. Quandary Peak. So far, so good. What do you think? About a mile in? About a mile in so far. Snow's been pretty packed. Looking solid. We've had one fellow hiker warn us about avalanche danger, so gonna have to assess that as we get a little higher up here. But it looks like most people are forging on, and whether it be toughness or stupidity, we're gonna do the same. All right, peak is in view. I'm not gonna lie, it's getting pretty steep. A lot of brakes are necessary, but we're getting it. Man, this freaking view is crazy, man. Snowpack is starting to be not as packed. Not the technical term for that is. But with that also comes less snow. So far, so good with the wind. You can see some swirls up top, but we're good. Probably about 1,500 feet below, I'm guessing. Yeah. And keep trekking. All right, this is the final check-in before the way down. We're nearing the peak of the false peak, and we can finally see the summit in the distance. The wind is picking up, so I'm probably not going to speak too much more from here to the summit, but it's windy and cold, but I'm mostly sweating. It's been kind of a challenge to stay patient, but I don't really have a choice. Unfortunately, this is our summit. It's no longer safe to keep going. We're getting some sustained winds and
just crossed back into the tree line on our descent, and man, it's frustrating to be able to see the summit, make it that close. We're no more than a quarter or 3/4 of a mile. We almost had it, but the weather took a turn. Like I said this morning, it is unpredictable up here, and we were the victims of that today. One phenomenon that I was not prepared for, though, I've heard 4 or 5 thunderous booms just in the distance, and if you don't know what it is and you're in avalanche country, it'll sober you up pretty quick. That was frightening on a high level, and we think it's the ski resorts in the area causing explosions to induce avalanches to clear their paths. I will say though, if you're not ready for it, and you find yourself 13,000 feet up with a sustained 45-mile-an-hour wind, and you hear a thunderous boom in the distance, you realize how high you are real quick. For all the nerves that I had going into this hike, I was legit scared. I mean, this scared me. And I'm not typically afraid of heights, and feel very confident in my hiking ability. But this just terrified me. A couple moments there in the wind where I just hit the ground, and I was like, I might not be going forward, but I'm not going off the edge. For better or worse, that is the majesty and the beauty of this place, though. It can turn on you in an instant, and being up there with the wind, you learn pretty quick who's in charge. It's not you. The mountains are fully in control here. You're in their house, and you're gonna play by their rules, so. Sometimes there is a moment where you have to look death in the face and keep going. And sometimes there's a moment where you let Mother Nature win. Today was the latter. As much as it hurts, the quest for the 14er continues. See you in the next one.